It seems like just about everyone on the planet not only loves The Mandalorian, but is especially crazy about the most recent episode, the Season 2 finale, Chapter 16, The Rescue. Many people were even brought to tears. Unfortunately, I just can't bring myself to share this love of the episode, or really the show in general, but that's a whole other video. A lot of this was talked about in our immediate reaction and discussion of this episode, but this video just serves as a more organized and concrete listing of the reasons why I don't like The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Obviously, this is just my opinion. You're more than welcome to disagree, and I'd welcome any sort of discourse. Oh yeah, spoilers. Duh. I was really annoyed that they just straight up ignored Rebels. A bit of backstory, obviously spoilers here for Star Wars Rebels, but in the show, Sabine Wren gets the Darksaber by finding it and taking it. No one ever says this is illegitimate. Then, when she doesn't want it anymore, she just gives it to Bo-Katan, the exact same person who, in The Mandalorian, says she can't just take it. I'm simplifying a little here, but in both cases, someone tries to hand Bo-Katan the saber. The first time, and the original time she gets it, she's fine with it, as is all of Mandalore.
Now I understand why the saber came to me. It came to me so I could pass it to you.
I accept this sword for my sister, for my clan, and for all of Mandalore.
But then when our guy Mando tries to give it to her, she's like, yeah, no, we have to fight, it's a thing of honor, it's the story behind it. This totally delegitimizes Rebels as a serious source of Star Wars content and canon, which is shocking since Dave Filoni literally made Rebels and supposedly has major influence over this show as well. Filoni did do this in the Ahsoka episode as well by totally messing up her head tails and not really having her act like herself, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but it actually upsets me a lot. I know a lot of people probably haven't even seen Rebels and so they don't really care, but it really sucks when you establish something in what is declared official for sure canon and then just retcon it when it's convenient to have a dramatic story. Disney spent 5 years killing Luke Skywalker and making me not care about him at all. Frankly, this wasn't enough to bring me back and I'm not sure anything ever will be. Most of the care and love I had for Luke and the rest of the original trilogy characters was killed by the sequel trilogy forever. Disney made that decision and there's really no coming back from it. We know how Luke ends up, and we know that nothing in this show matters. Showing me young Luke Skywalker chopping up some droids in a hallway wearing the exact same clothes as Return of the Jedi doing a Deus Ex Machina isn't enough to redeem the character nor the franchise for me. He will still consider killing his nephew and still abandon his friends, family, and the galaxy. Nothing has changed. If this were 2016, I would have been thrilled to see Luke like this, but Disney killed all the interest and they killed all the love I had for the character, so instead, I end up feeling apathetic and disappointed. Given I don't really like the Luke stuff, the only thing left in this episode are the main characters and what's supposed to be some climax with them. Here's the problem. I don't really like or care about these characters. At all. Two things here. First, and obviously, Baby Yoda and Mando never show up in the sequels, so we know that their story is totally and completely irrelevant in that they don't help beat Clone Palpatine or Kylo Ren, so it's difficult for me to get invested in their stories when I know they go nowhere. Now yes, this show could show us the rising up of the Resistance and the First Order, Snoke, etc., so this might not be totally fair, I'll admit that. But second, and more relevant, on the one hand, Favreau and Filoni say, oh, please watch this show and care about Baby Yoda, he's so important, his story matters a lot. That's clearly the narrative they're trying to push. And on the other hand, we get an hour of a crate dragon, 45 minutes of spiders, 40 minutes of a side quest with Greef and Cara Dune that all adds absolutely nothing to this story. If your show is full of mindless filler, I'm probably not going to care about it. Now, if the show was all side quests, that'd be great. A show about a lone gunslinger Mandalorian going through the galaxy, sign me up. The issue is that they're trying to tell a story we're supposed to care about in 8 episodes, and half of those episodes are filler. In something like the Clone Wars or Rebels, just to keep it in Star Wars, if you have fillers in 20-something episode seasons, that's fine. But it doesn't work at all in this new style of television shows with significantly less episodes. So yeah, that was a lot. How does this relate to the final episode? Like I said, I already felt the Luke bit was kinda lackluster, so that leaves me with a bunch of characters I don't care about because the show won't let me care about them, because instead of actually spending time continuing the story and developing characters, it gives me Baby Yoda eating endangered eggs.
No. That is not food. I'm stuck.
Yeah, really reaching for the bottom of the barrel on this one, but these are still issues I have. If I liked the episode as a whole, I probably would be much more willing to look past these. First, 20 Dark Troopers, or whatever they're called, just can't open a door and just stand there watching Mando beat up their buddy? And then, when the fight is over and they're ejected into space, why don't they immediately fly back in? Why do they wait until the heroes have taken the bridge of this Imperial ship? If they can fly in space the whole time, it doesn't make a ton of sense for them to wait. Second, Cara Dune plus Fennec, Bo-Katan, etc. literally kill every single stormtrooper on this ship really easily. Like, it's not even close. They run out of an elevator down a narrow hallway into a room full of troopers and officers, and like, only the good guys are shooting. Literally, all the troopers would have to do is lay down continuous fire at the doorway opening hallway thing, and they wouldn't be able to make it through. We know stormtroopers know this tactic because they literally do it earlier in the season.
There's the bridge. Come on! How many troopers?
6 to 10. 2 with heavy repeating blasters.
We're losing altitude fast.
We need to move now!
They have too much firepower.
Also, when Cara Dune runs out of ammo or her gun jams or whatever it is, and she literally just goes up and attacks a stormtrooper with her gun, why do none of the other troopers shoot at her when she's not shooting? She's running through the hallway basically unarmed and no one does anything. It doesn't make any sense. Now, like I said, the first one is a major nitpick, and if I really liked the episode overall, I wouldn't care a lot. The second one bugs me a bit more because stormtroopers have constantly been treated like idiots and act incompetently this entire show, which I really don't like because 1, it sucks, and 2, I think it's bad story-wise to have non-intimidating enemies. LucasFilm has been really bad lately about making stormtroopers non-intimidating, and if they continue, I will never really feel like the stakes are that real and that valid and not really care. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is all just my opinion. If you enjoyed the episode, great. I genuinely wish I did too. I would definitely encourage any and all kinds of discourse in the comments. We support having any opinion you want and being able to discuss it. That said, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.